Introduction. In a world brimming with noise, the ancient wisdom of Stoicism illuminates how to navigate life's chaos with serenity and strength. Today, we're delving deeply into this profound philosophy, not merely as an academic subject, but as a practical toolkit for a more fulfilled and better life. Stoicism isn't about suppressing emotions or enduring hardship with a stiff upper lip. Rather, it's about turning every challenge into an opportunity for personal growth and finding joy in the process. Join me as we explore how to apply these timeless principles to modern life, making each day not just bearable but vibrant and meaningful. If you appreciate what we're doing here, a simple favor I'd ask is that you hit the subscribe button and remember not to skip any part of this video. If you're not like the majority, consider yourself an exception destined to fully embrace the profound insights we're about to explore together. The Stoics teach us that our self-perception is often obscured by our judgments and biases. What we believe we know about ourselves, however, doesn't always align with how others see us. For instance, you might view yourself as reserved or introverted, while others might interpret your quiet demeanor as wisdom or depth. This gap between self-perception and external perception can lead to misunderstandings and miscommunications, but it also presents a unique opportunity for growth and self-improvement. Step 1. Stoicism encourages us to reflect deeply on our perceptions and question them. Why do we view ourselves in a particular way? Are these views limiting us, or can they be harnessed to propel us forward? Marcus Aurelius frequently wrote about the significance of self-awareness and aligning our perception with reality. He suggested that by understanding the nature of our thoughts and their influence on our perception, we can begin to control them and, in turn, manage our reactions. This process isn't about changing who we are, but about gaining a better understanding of ourselves so that we can function more effectively within the realm of what we can control. Moreover, Stoics argue that reality, what actually exists, is more important than perception, which can be deceptive. They advise focusing on empirical information and direct experiences rather than becoming entangled in how we think things should be or how we want others to see us. This emphasis on living in accordance with nature and accepting things as they come without undue judgment or emotional turmoil is a cornerstone of Stoic thought. Practically, aligning perception with reality means stepping back from our immediate reactions and assessing situations more objectively. It involves asking ourselves tough questions. Are we biased? Are we overly attached to a particular identity or image? How do our perceptions align with our values and the principles of Stoicism? By consistently practicing this Stoic approach, you can develop a more balanced perspective that appreciates the present moment and your true self, free from the distortions of ego or fear. When you feel anger rising due to something someone said, instead of reacting impulsively, Stoicism invites you to pause. Why are you angry? What aspects of this situation are within your control? This reflection is about recognizing the space between stimulus and response, a space where you have the power to choose your reaction. Marcus Aurelius often wrote about this space, advising that we use it as a moment of reflection to determine if our emotional responses align with our core values and rational understanding. The beauty of mastering emotions stoically lies in this mindfulness. It's about observing your feelings without attachment, acknowledging their presence, and then deciding how you will let them influence you. This doesn't mean you won't feel anger, upset, or joy. Rather, you approach these emotions with a clear head and a strategy for dealing with them constructively. Stoicism also teaches us to anticipate and prepare for emotional disturbances. Just as a sailor prepares for stormy seas, a Stoic mentally rehearses scenarios to prepare for emotional upheavals, a practice known as premeditatio malorum. Step 2. Premeditatio malorum involves visualizing challenges and mentally preparing responses. This method not only prepares us for future emotions, but also helps reduce the intensity of emotional surprises. Additionally, Stoics believe that emotions can be transformed by altering our perceptions. For instance, viewing a challenging work assignment as a learning opportunity rather than a burden shifts your emotional response from stress to enthusiasm. This shift is crucial. It's not the world around us that must change, but rather our internal landscape, our judgments, and the stories we tell ourselves about our circumstances. A smile, though seemingly minor, is a powerful tool for shaping our interactions and environment. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus once suggested that we have the ability to color our circumstances with our responses and attitudes. A smile can be a conscious choice, reflecting the Stoic belief in maintaining a serene and positive demeanor regardless of external circumstances. Why is a smile so powerful? Biologically, smiling triggers the release of feel-good neurotransmitters like dopamine, endorphins, and serotonin in our brains. This not only relaxes your body, but also lowers your heart rate and blood pressure, creating a sense of happiness and tranquility. But the impact extends beyond biology. It's deeply social. Smiles are contagious, a natural human way to connect. When you smile, others are more likely to smile back, creating a cycle of positivity. Choosing to smile, even when facing challenges, is a practice of resilience and virtue. It's about affirming your control over your mood and disposition despite external pressures. It's a physical manifestation of the Stoic idea that while we cannot control all external events, we can control our responses and, in doing so, positively influence our environment. Engaging in the simple act of smiling aligns with the Stoic commitment to virtue. It enhances not just your own well-being, but also that of those around you. It's an easy yet powerful way to practice kindness and goodwill, which are crucial aspects of Stoic ethics. In the fast-paced whirlwind of daily life, a smile is a moment of reprieve, a tool to bring calm not only to oneself but also to those we interact with. Stoicism, at its core, teaches us the importance of focusing on the present. The idea is both simple and profound. The present is all we truly have control over. Past events have occurred and cannot be changed. Step 3. While the future can be influenced, it remains ultimately uncertain. This emphasis on the present is a fundamental aspect of Stoic wisdom and can profoundly impact how we navigate our daily lives. Why is focusing on the present so advantageous? Living in the moment allows us to fully engage with our current activities, freeing us from the often overwhelming burdens of past regrets and future anxieties. Seneca advised that dwelling on past events and obsessing about what's to come only robs us of our current joy and effectiveness. He famously remarked that we suffer more in our imagination than in reality. By concentrating on the present, we can direct our efforts and intellect where they are most effective. This isn't merely about mindfulness, often viewed just as a form of meditation. In Stoicism, it's about making practical, rational decisions aligned with our values and virtues. It's about doing the right thing in the moment without distraction. Living in the present also means recognizing and appreciating the small joys and victories of everyday life. This might involve truly listening to someone, savoring a meal, or fully engaging in the task at hand. Stoicism doesn't require us to withdraw from the world, but rather to engage with it fully, maintaining a clear mind and a heart unburdened by what we cannot control. Additionally, embracing the present is about acceptance, accepting what happens as part of the natural flow of life. Marcus Aurelius wrote extensively about viewing life as a series of present moments, each to be experienced fully and without resistance. He believed that peace comes from understanding that only the present is within our domain, and within this domain, we must act with honor and integrity. So, how can we start living more in the present? It begins with awareness, catching yourself when your mind drifts to the past or the future and gently guiding it back to the now. Focus on your breath, your environment, and your current task. Cultivate a habit of asking yourself, is this within my control? If not, why am I worrying about it? This practice isn't about suppression, but about redirecting your focus to practical, actionable aspects of your life. Step 4. Resilience in Stoicism isn't just about enduring hardship. It's about thriving through adversity by embracing it as a natural part of life. This Stoic principle is deeply rooted in the philosophy that every obstacle presents an opportunity to practice virtues like courage, patience, and persistence. Consider the famous Stoic metaphor of fire. Just as fire transforms everything thrown into it into heat and light, Stoics aim to turn every difficulty into enlightenment and strength. This concept is vividly illustrated in Marcus Aurelius' writings, where he viewed setbacks as fuel for his inner flame, urging himself and others not merely to endure trials, but to welcome them as catalysts for becoming stronger and better individuals. This kind of resilience is proactive rather than reactive. It involves seeing beyond immediate discomfort and focusing on the long-term benefits of overcoming adversities. For Stoics, the key to resilience lies in the interpretation of events rather than the events themselves. By changing our perceptions, we can reframe challenges as lessons necessary for growth. This shift doesn't lessen the reality of pain or struggle, but assigns a constructive role to these experiences. Furthermore, Stoic resilience emphasizes the power of preparation. Seneca frequently discussed the importance of premeditating future hardships, not to dwell on fear, but to mitigate the impact of these hardships when they arise. This mental rehearsal helps reduce anxiety and paralysis when facing real difficulties. In practical terms, cultivating Stoic resilience involves daily practices and reflections. It means asking ourselves how current challenges can strengthen our character and maintaining a calm and composed mind even in distress. This approach enables clearer thinking and better decision-making. Hardship is not just an inevitable part of life, but is seen as essential for the development of virtue and character. Stoics, particularly thinkers like Seneca and Epictetus, teach us that life's difficulties are not barriers to our happiness, but opportunities to practice virtues such as resilience, courage, and temperance. Seneca famously said that gold is tested by fire and human character by the furnace of humiliation, highlighting that true moral and emotional strength comes from how we respond to adversity. Stoics believe that experiencing and overcoming difficulties is crucial for developing a well-tempered soul. Hardship pushes us beyond our comfort zones and challenges our limits and potential, which is vital for any significant personal growth. Step 5. Stoicism encourages us to view challenges as a form of philosophical training. Each difficulty is a lesson in disguise, teaching us about impermanence, the limits of our control, and the importance of focusing on our internal responses. The Stoic practice of reflecting on and preparing for hardships helps us not only anticipate and accept these challenges, but also diminishes the fear and anxiety they might otherwise provoke. Practically, this means engaging actively with our difficulties, not with resignation, but with curiosity and a desire to learn. What can this challenge teach me? How can it help me grow? This mindset transforms hardship from something we passively endure to an opportunity for active learning and growth. Living stoically doesn't mean seeking out hardship, but recognizing its value when it arises. It's about maintaining tranquility amidst turbulence and seeing beyond immediate discomfort to the potential for personal growth it offers. True attractiveness in Stoicism extends far beyond mere physical appearance. It is deeply rooted in virtue and the quality of one's character. Stoics believe that the most appealing qualities a person can possess are wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, virtues that define how we act and interact with the world. Marcus Aurelius emphasized that the beauty of the soul should be valued above that of the body. According to Stoics, someone who acts with integrity, treats others with respect, and remains calm in adversity is far more appealing than someone who merely looks good. This concept challenges conventional views of beauty and attractiveness, encouraging us to look deeper into the qualities that genuinely endear others to us. Additionally, Stoicism teaches that true attractiveness is reflected through self-mastery, control over one's impulses, emotions, and decisions. A person who masters themselves radiates a type of confidence and stability that is inherently attractive. Step 6. The impact of one's presence on others is profound. Marcus Aurelius highlighted the significance of presence through his leadership and personal interactions. He believed that how one carries oneself, speaks, and listens should reflect the Stoic virtues of wisdom, justice, courage, and moderation. His own presence was described as a source of inspiration and moral guidance for those around him, illustrating how a leader's demeanor can elevate and influence an entire community. The effect of presence is evident not only in grand gestures, but in the subtleties of everyday interactions. When you listen attentively, giving someone your full attention without distraction, you affirm their worth and contribute to a more meaningful exchange. This level of engagement fosters deeper connections, builds trust, and enhances communication. It is a powerful demonstration of respect and empathy, which are highly valued in Stoic philosophy. Moreover, a Stoic presence involves being mindful of how external expressions, such as facial expressions, body language, and tone of voice, affect others. By consciously managing these expressions, we can maintain harmony in our interactions and prevent conflicts. This control and intentionality in one's demeanor are not about suppressing true feelings, but about expressing them in ways that are constructive and harmonious. Practicing Stoic presence also means fully embracing the present moment, engaging with our current environment and the people around us with a clear and open mind. This approach helps us avoid being overwhelmed by worries about the past or future, allowing us to act with purpose and clarity in the now. Step 7. Stoics believe that improvement is not a final destination, but an ongoing process. Epictetus famously advised, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." This directive encapsulates the Stoic commitment to self-betterment through consistent action and reflection. This principle of continual improvement involves setting high personal standards and striving towards them, not out of vanity or pride, but to cultivate virtue and excellence in one's character. It's about acknowledging that our potential for growth and learning is limitless and that our journey toward wisdom is lifelong. Stoic philosophy also teaches us to view challenges as opportunities to test and refine our virtues. Whether we face setbacks in personal lives, professional challenges, or internal struggles, each situation offers a chance to practice resilience, patience, courage, and discipline. Stoics use these experiences as a forge for the soul, tempering and strengthening one's character. Practically, this means embracing a mindset of adaptability and learning. After each day, we should reflect on what lessons we have learned, how we can apply them tomorrow, and how we can be better. It's not merely about self-critique, but about self-evolution, understanding that every moment is an opportunity to practice virtue. Constant improvement also involves humility, recognizing that no matter how much we know, there is always more to learn.